Trump's trade war shift away from Chinese manufacturing has reached a tipping point. December 8, 2025. The share of supplier volume coming from China, Hong Kong, and Korea has fallen from 90% to 50% over the past decade, according to Wells Fargo Supply Chain Finance, reflecting a long-term effort to diversify supply chains that began during the first Trump administration. Countries including Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, India, and Malaysia have been major beneficiaries as companies move production to the South Asia-Pacific region. From 2018 to 2020, supplier diversification away from China nearly doubled after the first tariff actions, said Jeremy Jansen of Wells Fargo. He noted that diversification is now evenly split between Northern Asia-Pacific and Southern Asia-Pacific suppliers, with mid-size manufacturers increasingly shifting operations to Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, India, Malaysia, and Taiwan. U.S. imports from China have dropped 26% year-over-year, according to Sonar data, while China's trade with regional neighbors has surged. Project 44 reports that in 2025, China's exports to Indonesia rose 29.2%, to Vietnam 23%, to India 19.4% and to Thailand 4.3%. As a result, U.S. container imports from Vietnam increased 23%, Thailand 9.3%, and Indonesia 5.4%. Uncertainty remains over President Donald Trump's tariff plan as companies await a Supreme Court ruling and pursue refunds. But the immediate impact is clear. Importers are experiencing growing cash strain as early 2025 front-loaded inventories run down and higher tariff costs hit financial statements. We have seen an increase in working capital needs post-Liberation Day due to higher tariffs, said Ajit Menon, head of HSBC's U.S. trade finance business. Average tariff rates have jumped from about 1.5% to double digits, and industries with thin margins such as generic pharmaceuticals and retail/apparel are feeling the most pressure. This has pushed many firms to renegotiate payment terms and seek additional financing. HSBC, which finances more than $850 billion in global trade annually, launched its TradePay platform earlier this year to help companies manage receivables, payables, and inventory. Since Trump's initial rollout of sweeping tariffs in April, the bank has seen roughly a 20% increase in financing flows across client segments. The need for financing is rising as the stockpiled goods that were imported early in 2025 to avoid tariffs are now nearly depleted. According to an HSBC survey of 1,000 U.S. companies, more than 70% report rising working capital requirements. As a result, many are rethinking their supply chain strategies, examining financing durations, and closely reviewing costs. Cash is becoming king, Menon said. By CNBC, story by Lori and Larocco, December 8, 2025.